If you take up part 2, you get a link between financial accounting and the natural environment. You get notions of standalone integrated reporting. You get into assurance. You get into shareholder activism. So you're looking at investment issues. And then you look at financial markets. Now, the chapters there, taken together, are a wonderful introduction for a student who wants to get a sense of where does this fit in the conventional financial reporting world I'm engaged in, where I'm learning IFRS and I'm learning all sorts of financial analysis techniques, etc. Well, here's where it fits. And you can get that in a very easy and accessible manner from the book.
And I'd been doing a little bit of work on this and suddenly realizing that actually, well, we're doing all this stuff on theorizing, but nothing on method. And very much kind of like when you see method, it's very much almost like a bit like McDonald's. You go in and you pick from a menu and you get the exact same thing every single time. And, it's relatively cheap and easy to do, but it's, kind of like it's potentially destroying the planet, and it's ultimately kind of like lacks any utility or value. And I mean, I think one of the interesting things is normally when you do the research design at the beginning, that's when you know least about a topic, which sounds really bizarre, isn't it? I mean, just like one of the great things about the Swedberg stuff about theorization is like you do the theory before you do anything. Really? It's like, no, like we do the research design when you know least about a topic. And then when and then you suddenly go, I did it wrong. So it's this idea of flipping these things in its head and actually saying, well, let's challenge the kind of like the stuff. Get yourself a research question, then get yourself do some reading, get yourself a research, design your research and find stuff out. And that'll work every single time.
We will need also to have a look at the political implications, probably. Something that, is not so present, or when it is present in environmental accounting, it is approached from a very distant stance, which is the politics of the changes that are needed for sustainable future.
And too often I think we restrict ourselves to theory as explaining empirical facts or observations, rather than actually using theories to kind of project forward, which is one of their functions. And to actually to imagine, and I was in a seminar not so long ago in discipline, and said there's no future in accounting. And what they meant was, they didn't say there's no future in accounting. What they said is, when you look at accounting, it typically doesn't deal with the future. If it does, it only deals it in terms of catastrophe or ideas, or we wait until it's finished, then we pick apart the bones and say, here's how this economy destroyed itself. Oh, here's how this product actually ended up kind of wiping out a couple of ecosystems.